Welcome to Allan Reports TV. I'm your host, Allan Labucan from allanreports.com. Today we have a new installment of our In the News show. This is the show where we talk about resource companies with recent developments. On today's show we have three companies to talk about. One of them is involved with silver. We also have a copper company, and one company is a gold-focused company. So we got a really good mix today. And but before starting, we always like to start out with our thank yous. We use our primary website that we use to broadcast and produce these shows is YouTube. They have a really great website for anybody that wants to do online shows. We have a part of our new part of our website is our shows section, and what we've done there is we have a listing of all of our past shows, including the dates and which companies were talked about, and then we link them up so that you can go and easily watch them on either our YouTube channel, or we've also done some of our past shows on ustream.tv, and so everything's linked up there, really easy for you to use. And if you're watching the show on our website at allanreports.com, you notice to the left and right of me that we have banners. Those banner sponsors are really important in us being able to bring these shows to you. And if you want to do some homework on those companies, just click on their links, their banners, and that'll take you to their websites where they have plenty of information on all their projects and their news, and it's a really great place for you to do your research on those companies. And of course, to you, the viewers, you afford us an audience and a platform to be able to talk about two of our favorite topics, which are commodities and resource stocks, and we really like being able to do our commentary on commodities and also try to find really good resource stocks to follow. And so thank you very much for tuning in. All right, so as I said, we've got three companies to talk about today. The first company we're going to talk about is a company called Mirasol Resources Limited. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company, and this is our first time we've had them on the show. So this is our first coverage of Mirasol. Their website is MIRASOLRESOURCES.com. They had news out on December the 16th, and I'm just pulling their website up here. On their website, they have a section called News, and I'm just clicking on that, and then we're looking for December 16th. The headline from that press release was Mirasol's first drill results confirm the Virginia Silver Vein Zone, Argentina. They mentioned that they announced assay results for the first 7 holes of the 28-hole Phase 1 diamond drilling program at its 100% held Virginia Silver project located in Santa Cruz Province, Argentina. They had a bunch of details there about their exploration on the Julia vein, and they give you some of the details about that project. They have a table with the various different drill holes. The drill holes range, they're pretty consistent in the high grade silver range. They're getting some very good intersections there. The intersections range from about around 1 meter all the way up to 22 meters, and again, it's pretty consistent with the high grade silver. They give you a technical summary of the drilling. They talked about 7 holes, intersected target mineralizations at depths of 15 to 30 meters below surface, so it's really close to surface. In all cases, mineralized core is intensely oxidized with abundant iron oxides. They talk about the Julia South mineralized structures, typically hard and competent and surrounded by competent rock. They give you more of the technical details. A little earlier in the they noted that Mirasol's management is pleased that initial Virginia drill results have confirmed the consistently high-grade silver results returned from surface sampling and looks forward to releasing the remaining 22 holes as results become available. And then they have the table with the drill hole results from the Julia vein drilling. And so that press release is all on their website. As this is the first time that we've talked about Mirasol, I'm just going to go to the front page of their website. And one of the things that they highlight is that they have an experienced team. They are discovery success built on exploration, leadership, and experience. They talk about Mirasol being a junior resource company focused on new precious metals exploration, discovery, and development in the Americas. The company holds a large portfolio of wholly owned precious metals prospects in the Patagonia region of southern Argentina and a strategic copper-gold property presence in northern Chile. The flagship Joaquin Silver project, which Coeur d'Alene Mines is joint venturing into, contains potential for both high-grade silver-gold structures and bulk tonnage material and is undergoing active exploration. In late 2009, company geologists discovered the Virginia Zone, a cluster of high-grade silver veins that warrants significant follow-up to assess the potential for economic mineralization, and they have some more details. So they give you a pretty good sort of overview of what the Mirasol is focused on. And these are all some of the key things that we look for when considering a company to either feature in our email newsletter as one of our roster of featured companies, or to talk about here on our Allan Berry Reports TV show. We focus on companies that are in good mining-friendly jurisdictions. Argentina and Chile definitely fall into that category. We like strong management teams. The first thing that always catches our attention whenever we're looking at any company to feature on our reports or in our reports or on the show is the truth machine. We love to watch what the drill rig is returning. We like to call it the truth machine because, that's what sort of separates hopes and dreams from reality. So when we see something that returned from the drill rig, that's when we sort of really start to analyze and look at a company and consider adding them in our reports as a featured company or talk about on the show. And so Mirasol has a lot of those things going for them. And if you want to do some homework on the company, great place to start is on their website, mirasolresources.com. That's MIRASOLRESOURCES.com. And so now what we're doing, whenever we first start following a company, they always go into our radar screen. That's where we follow closely companies that are either in our email newsletter, as on our roster, or have talked about them on the show. And so we're going to be keeping a really close eye on Mirasol. It also looks like they're going to be really aggressive with their drilling, so they'll have a really good news flow, and we'll be keeping an eye on that news. So the second company we're going to talk about today is Minera Andes, Inc. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. We've had them on one of our past shows on October the 27th, 2010. If you look at our show section above me there on the website, that's where you'll be able to find a directory of all of our past shows. We have the dates, which companies were talked about, and a link for you to easily go watch that show. And if you want to follow our talk about Minera Andes you would look for that October 27th show. On their website is MINANDES.com, and the news they had out was on December 16th that we want to talk about today. So I'm just going to their website and clicking on their December 16th. They have a news section, and then you would look for the December 16th release. And the headlines from that one is Minera Andes announces updated preliminary assessment for its Los Azules copper deposit. They go on that Minera Andes is pleased to announce the results of an updated preliminary assessment on its 100% owned Los Azules copper project located in the San Juan province of western central Argentina. It is based on an updated resource estimate announced in June 2010 and higher base case metal price assumptions. They noted that they used a copper price of $3 per pound. That's significantly lower than where the current price is. So that's what usually happens in these preliminary assessments. They use a fairly conservative number on their copper values, or the values of the commodities in any company's preliminary economic assessment. They talk about a base case pre-tax net present value of $2.8 billion and an internal rate of return of 21.4% at a discount rate of 8%. The life of mine cash operating cost of 96 cents per pound net of gold and silver byproduct credits, so they got a really low cost there. Initial capital of $2.9 billion. That's a reflection of this is a very big project. When you're talking about $2.9 billion capital expenditures to develop a mine, that is a very big project. But what is encouraging is the next note that they make, which is capital payback in 3 years. So, you know, it looks to have the potential of being a very profitable operation when you can get that quick of a payback on such a large capital expenditure. And then they talk about a mine life of 25 years. There's a good quote in there from Rob McEwen, who is the chairman and CEO of Minera Andes, who said, and I quote, "We are advancing the engineering studies on Los Azules to systematically de-risk the project. The field season is just getting underway, and we are currently mobilizing the first 2 of 5 drill rigs to the project. In addition to continuing the infill and step-out drilling, we will start to test some of the newly identified deeper geophysical targets this season." End quote. The good things that I pull out of that is that not only do they have a big resource there, and with positive preliminary economic assessment work done, they also have room to grow the overall resource with their exploration potential. And I always like to see companies doing that, because I think if they can catch something that potentially could give them flexibility in their planning, that's really important as well. So they got a lot to talk about there. They go on that, then they give you all the key details. They talk about all the work that went into the preliminary economic assessment, some of the project economics, plenty of good details in that press release. And again, you can find that on their website. So some of the reasons that we follow the company closely and like what they're doing is, one, they've got a very big resource of copper. It also has some very beneficial other metals, copper or gold and silver, that helps bring down their average cost of producing that copper, and makes them gives them a very low cost number there. It's an undeveloped project, and so I'm very optimistic about the price of copper going forward. With all the strong demand from emerging and developed economies, there's just not enough new discoveries of copper being found, and especially in places like Argentina or other mining-friendly jurisdictions. So having an undeveloped project when it looks like the price of copper is going higher in the future is a very nice scenario. They got a really strong exploration and development team, and one of their key people, Rob McEwen, is a mine company builder that has a long a career of doing that, and so from management all the way down to boots on the ground, they got a really strong team. And now this preliminary economic assessment, another really good piece of information and milestone. I like to see companies when they're achieving and surpassing milestones, and along the way, this PEA work is really important. And then they're in a very good part of Argentina that's definitely got the interest of a lot of people due to a recent takeover by a major of a junior in that area. And so they've got, they've got a really good situation developing there. We have them on our radar screen, and again, we're very bullish on copper, so we like these big copper plays in places like Argentina. And so if you want to do your homework on the company, again, their website is, I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier, their website is minandes.com. And as we always advise, we recommend people our viewers doing their homework. And the website is a really good place to start that homework. Plenty of details on there about their exploration, all their news, an overview of their company. Really good place to start your homework. So have a look at minandes.com and to do your research. So the next company we're going to talk about today is Rubicon Minerals. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. Our past coverage is they are one of the featured companies in our Allan Berry Reports email newsletter. We started coverage of them on September the 28th, 2008. That was our 19th edition. If you look above me on our website, you'll find a report section. In the report section, we have all the past reports we've put out. And in there, you can find that 19th edition and read about our coverage of Rubicon, or start of our coverage of Rubicon. The shows that we've had them on, July the 27th, September the 2nd, October the 28th, November the 23rd, and December the 9th. Again, if you look above me on the website, you'll see a shows section. In that shows section, we have all of our past shows with dates, who was talked about, and a link to the shows. And so you would just look for those dates to find all of our past coverage on Rubicon. Their website is rubiconminerals.com. That's RUBICONMINERALS.com. And just the news release that we're looking for is December the 21st, 2010. I'm just pulling up their website now, and in there they have a news section. And then we're looking for the news. Go to 2010 press release, and we're looking for that December 21st one. So I've got it up there now. The headline from that press release is, Rubicon commences bulk sample and updates delineation drilling on the F2 Gold System, Phoenix Gold Project, Red Lake, Ontario. The subheadline is intercepts include 15.88 ounces per ton gold over 7.5 feet, which works out to 544.5 grams per ton gold over 2.3 meters, and 1.55 ounces of gold over 36 feet on another hole. They go on that Rubicon is pleased to announce the bulk sampling has commenced within the core area of the F2 Gold System. Delineation drilling is being carried out in the core part of the previously announced NI 43101 4.0 million ounce inferred gold resource, estimate grading 21 grams per ton gold. The bulk sampling has been initiated on one of the newly identified subzones they refer to as WLB2 zone within the F2 core zone area, approximately 300 meters below surface. The northeast trending WLB2 zone has been successfully defined by 18 drill holes over a strike length of 55 meters and 20 meters vertically. Previously wide space drilling in this area suggests a minimum depth potential of 230 meters, which remains open both up and down dip. Then they give you a bunch of details about the exploration work that they're doing. There's a good quote from David Adamson, who's the president and CEO, and he stated, and I quote, "Although it is early days, we are encouraged that we are seeing more gold zones in the area of our drift and crosscut, and also in our delineation drill holes than had been suggested by our initial wider space drilling. We are seeing clear evidence at least two major structural trends, both of which can host visible and high-grade gold. The zones we are defining are similar in dimensions to those documented from the Red Lake mine, and based on drilling to date, they have good potential to continue to depth," end quote. So Mr. Adamson does a really good job there of sort of highlighting what they're working on, plus what they're excited about from that recent work. And all of these details, including a table with all the various different drill holes. I think they also have a map which gives you a plan of looking at what is going on. I'm just clicking on that. You'll have to find that on their website. And then again, it's a really thorough job there with the press release on what they're doing. And so that's the key information from the press release. Some of the reasons that we like Rubicon is, first of all, they're in Red Lake, Ontario, one of our favorite gold mining camps in the world. Why we like that so much is that there's a lot of high-grade gold in that camp. Some of the mines in that area are the highest grade gold producing camps in the world, and Red Lake is in Ontario, so it's in a mining-friendly jurisdiction. Recent developments include they've come up with a very big resource on the property from their current drilling. They also have indications that can grow quite substantially. The work that they're doing with these underground developments will help give them easier access to the zones at depth. Plus, they can use that to, instead of drilling from the surface, they can now start drilling from these underground workings, which gives them easier access to those zones. They're a well-financed company. Then they're doing lots of exploration and development work, so they're going to have a really good news flow going forward. Now they can work year-round from those underground workings. The underground workings are important for not just exploration, but for the development work and evaluating the economic viability of this project. And so, they hit on all the cylinders that we look for in a company, especially in gold. We love Red Lake. They got a really important discovery in Red Lake. It's big. It's getting bigger. They're now underground, so they can do a lot of work, and we're really looking forward to reading more about their news in the future. Again, a great place to do your homework on the company is on their website. Their website, again, is RUBICONMINERALS.com. That's a great place to go and do your research on the company, and I think if you do that research, you'll clearly understand why we like this company and have been following them for a long time. So that's a wrap on our in the news segment talking about companies. Before closing, we'd like to stress that the show and our reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own research and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. We're always trying to grow our audience, and any efforts you make to help let your friends that follow the markets know about our website, our reports, our shows is greatly appreciated. And we also greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch these shows. We're well aware that everybody is busy these days, and we strive to produce a show that saves you time and, most importantly, brings you helpful, high-quality information. Our next show, we're going to be doing a show tomorrow. Tentatively, we're kind of trying to sort of merge our weekly wrap-up into kind of a combination of weekly week in review plus some in the news. So we're going to try. We'll try that out tomorrow. Again, if you want to follow our shows and find out any of the work that we're doing, such as public speaking engagement, TV interviews, shows, you can subscribe to our email list. There's no charge to be on the email list. If you look above me, you'll see the subscribe button on our website. Just fill out the information, and we'll keep you updated on the work that we're doing. We hope you can join us for future shows. You can find all of our work on our website at allanberryreports.com. We hope to see you soon, and have a great day.